Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited. First of all, I'm excited because you are here. Second, I've got some really great stuff for you today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen and you can see me. Perfect. So I have a quick question for you. First of all, are you perhaps limited on your time to market your business? Maybe you have a day job or multiple day jobs or kids, right? So maybe you've got that limited time. And perhaps you also aren't really sure which digital marketing tactic to follow. Should it be on Book of Faces? Should it be on Pinterest? Should it be, where should it be? So I have something to remind you about. If you are looking for saltwater fish in freshwater ponds, you're going to go hungry. So what do I mean by that? If you're looking at places that your target audience are not generally going to be at, while you may still find success, you might not find it as quickly as you're looking to have it, or perhaps as great of an impact as you're looking to make. So pre crazy things, right? How would people actually find businesses with which to frequent? Sure, there is word of mouth. Sure, there might be newspaper ads or actual billboard ads, but a lot of times people just walked around and looked at storefronts. What entices you to come inside to a storefront? Is it a nice view, a nice door, nice windows? Is there something to look at in the windows? Does it intrigue you? Does it answer some questions for you, right? People walked into businesses, and that's why you have to have a digital storefront. So when they see your digital storefront, do they know who you are? Do they know, excuse me, do they understand what you do? Do they think that your business, your products, your services, do they think that they can help them, right? So your digital real estate are basically the different ways with which you can market yourself online. So these seven types of digital real estate, also known as the seven types of digital marketing, are what we're going to be talking about today. And if you receive value from today's training, please do a hashtag level up and what you learned so that I can celebrate with you in your wins. And if you would like more, be sure to press that thumbs up on whatever platform you are following this on. Use the follow and the subscribe, again, whichever platform you're following this on, if it's on live in Book of Faces or perhaps recording somewhere else, be sure to do so. And if you are by chance interested in an invitation to join my group, access to today's slide deck and all the things you're about to see, and how to access prior trainings, then you definitely want to put the number 7 down below. And if you are watching this on a replay somewhere, on a recording somewhere, just be sure to look around. I'm sure there's a link that you can click on. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. You literally could be anywhere else right now, walking your dog, getting some fresh air, having lunch. So I thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy here with me today. If you, for some reason, don't yet know me, this is the first time that you've seen my face. My name is Cassandra. I am the Prosperous Heart. I am simply a human helping humans. My biggest passion in life is to empower people just like you to create more prosperity in your life. Now, in this particular video, we're going to be focusing on creating more results in your digital marketing efforts, whether it's for business, maybe it's for a nonprofit, or maybe you just want to get your word out. Maybe you are an artist, you want to be seen by more people. This video is going to help you kind of figure some things out and prioritize where you should be focusing your marketing efforts. So, some things that you should never do with digital marketing. I'm going to ask that you shout out below when you hear it, because there are some things I'm going to be sharing that you really probably shouldn't be doing if you want to be effective and minimize your risk and minimize your investment while maxing out your ROI, right? So while we go through this, I want you to keep the following in mind. In Conversations 2020, the most recent mini chat conference, Mike Gann, the CEO, said that there's 3 new rules of marketing. The first is you want to start with mobile. The second, you want to go omni-channel. And the third is that you want to focus on chat. So start with mobile. Starting with mobile, I don't have any of the data right in front of me, but basically, as of like a year or two ago, the the amount of activity done online for mobile versus computer finally crossed, and now more people are using mobile for all the things that they do, or not all the things, but a lot of things that they do while online. So if that's the case, why not optimize everything that you have for mobile? The second rule here of marketing is to go omnichannel. Now, literally, it's basically all channels, so you want to be everywhere, and this is true, but there's a couple of caveats that I will be sharing with you later in today's Prosperous Heart training. So knowing those first two, right? We're going to talk with option number 7. This is the one that I kind of put on the lowest part of the totem pole, which is why it's option 7, and that's paid ads. So why is that? Is it that I say that this is the last thing that you should focus on? Is your FREE content even working? Do you have people engaging? Are you already marketing to people? Are you already doing the zero cost to you actions with which that will start to gain traction so that you can see how your target market, your audience actually responds to your marketing? If you don't already know that, or don't already have something super successful and you start running ads to it, you are spending money on things that may be a flop. And in fact, if you know copywriting at all, you know that your words have such power. You can either drive someone away from you or really attract someone to you just by the words that you use. So, is your content even working? If it's not, don't this is the last thing that you want to focus on. Now, with paid ads, there are different types of digital ad space. So, a lot. You have YouTube, LinkedIn, all of these things. Now, banner digital billboards, what these are things like um, back in the day, like in the 90s, um, back in the day, uh, websites used to have banners. You probably don't necessarily see them on most websites these days based off of the changes in the rules with Google and ranking and yada yada. But they basically were billboards, they were digital advertisements that if you clicked on, the person who had those digital billboards might receive some compensation for, or if you they bought something through that link, right? So those things are still in action. You might see, for example, on my website, I might be an affiliate for a friend of mine. I'm affiliate for several friends of mine, but I might be affiliate for somebody, and I put it on my blog in like a particular blog post, and it's just like a picture on this particular blog post. That is your digital billboard. That's a banner. That's something that you can put up there on your website and make money from, but it's not actually something that you have done. All you've done is just put it somewhere and have that banner or billboard posted. Now, pay per action, PPA, this could be PPC, which is pay per click. This could be the number of people on your email list that sign up, right? So these are things that are good to have and good to focus on, but you also want to focus on other aspects of that because sometimes they can be misleading. Okay, so that leads me to you want to be mindful of your vanity metrics. So, as a social media manager, I have seen and experienced some crazy things when it comes to metrics. And a lot of times I see business owners who are looking to, I want to gain more followers and I want more people interacting with this. And I want, just all these numbers. And sometimes in a very um, unlikely to be successful time frame, right? Without wanting to put in the investment of the money or the effort to get more people to see their stuff, right? So vanity metrics are trying to increase your likes. Well, if you increase your likes and let's say you pay someone to go get a whole bunch of likes, and let's say they put a nice quote image and they ran people to it. Well, yes, that gets more people to know who your page is about, but they may just like your page because maybe they think that you're a quote company, or who knows any reason why they like it. But if they're not doing things that actually show an exact return, your vanity metrics may not necessarily be accurate, and they could therefore negatively impact your ads and how much money you pay and things like that. So those are some things you want to be mindful of. They are still great metrics to focus on, but again, they are a little bit more of vanity if you're not tapping into those numbers as well and making sure that your content is not only telling your story, but inviting people to want to engage with you and potentially buy. So, option number 6 is leveraging OPT. You might have heard of this perhaps in a Robert Kiyosaki book. Whether you like him or not, he is one of the people that first started to change my mind about how money worked and investments and things like that. And so OPT, other people's time. It's not OPM, it's OPT, other people's time. So what do I mean by leveraging other people's time? So affiliate marketing, I mentioned this already. Affiliate marketing is when people share your products or services and they get a commission from selling them for you. It might be a monthly commission if it's a monthly product. Maybe it's a one-time payment. That is dependent upon you and the contract that you and your affiliate marketer, I hope, sign when it comes to being an affiliate marketer. Now, this can take on other terms like direct marketing. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are ignorance on fire and allow a perception to be created about an amazing industry. And that's sad and true, but that's just how it is. And so I totally am in support of direct sales. I think that it is an incredible opportunity for people to be able to be human and still make a little bit of extra on the side. So affiliate marketing is the same deal. It's just not necessarily with a business. It might be your own products. It might be perhaps a candle shop that you make a little bit extra from by sharing word of mouth, right? Affiliate marketing. You are sharing other products and getting paid to do so, or after you've done so. So, influencer marketing, very similar, but a little bit different. Your influencer marketing is usually where you pay them up front to promote your product or service. And for some legal reasons, they have to say this is a paid video or sponsored video, things like that. But you pay them up front, whether with cash or actual product or service. And you are basically leveraging their following. You're leveraging other people's time and effort to have built up their following so that you can basically market them through them, right? So that's influencer marketing. Awesome. Oh, too far. So option number 5, podcasts. These are awesome. And you've probably seen one, many, or all of the above: Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Stitcher, right? There's so many. And if you are interested in podcasts, first of all, if you don't know what they are, they're basically audio files of perhaps trainings like this or discussions from people, right? They're audio files people can listen to on the go. There might be video with it as well, but it's basically the idea is that it's an audio file. Now you can do this through paid options. You can do it for no cost. And in fact, when you do the number 7 below, like I said, one of the gifts is that I'm going to introduce you to an incredible Book of Faces group by one of my friends and colleagues who is passionate about the podcast industry and those who are looking to have their own podcast. So again, number 7 down below and I'll get you that info. All right, so option number 4, long-term content marketing. So when you are in business, you have to be creating content, whether it's blog posts or you're asking people's opinion on your social media sites, whatever the case may be, maybe you're constantly doing marketing, but you have to think long term. When it comes to social media, most of the time, if you don't have it like super awesome following already, it's going to be hard and a struggle usually to get a lot of engagement unless you are doing the right things. You're marketing properly, you are being human, right? There's so many different facets to it. But your long-term content marketing is content that you know that you can reuse, like such as SEO, search engine optimization. SEO is used in web pages, in blogs. It can even be used in the things that you are sharing on Pinterest and Twitter and things like that. So search engine optimization, it's where keyword research comes into play. And this is how people can find you even 5 years after you've created content. Blogging or vlogging. Blogging is usually just words. When you are you're writing a blog. Vlogging is the video where you are logging information of things that you're sharing. And then, of course, Pinterest. Now, some people may think that Pinterest is a social media site, when in fact, Pinterest powerhouse that I have done an interview with recently actually calls it a visual search engine. So, if you'd like more information about that interview that I've done with her and the blog post that she did a guest post for, again, number 7 below, and you'll get those goodies to you sent via Messenger. All right, so email marketing. This is option number 3. This is technically also long-term marketing, but I put it as a piece of digital marketing in itself because it has its own power, right? So email marketing are things like autoresponders, GetResponse, AWeber. There are so many different autoresponders that you can use. Now, if you've never heard of this term before and you have no idea what autoresponder is, it is almost self-explanatory, right? It auto responds. So when you invite someone to join your newsletter and they automatically receive a response of, hey, thanks for joining my newsletter. Here's some information, right? It also allows you to send out emails in mass to bulk people and with some crazy cool awesome stuff that you can do with it, but that's what autoresponders can do. You can also kind of do the same manually, but there are a lot more limitations with that, and you have to be really, really mindful to to be legal about what you're doing. There are laws in the United States as well as EU, and I'm sure in every other country, about what you can and cannot do when it comes to marketing, whether it's email or text messages or whatever. So if you are going to be manually sending emails, make sure that you know the laws of your country and that you also know the laws and limitations of your provider, such as Gmail. Gmail has a limitation on the number of emails you can send. I think it's either in a minute or in an hour, and the number of people you can actually send per email. So those are things you want to know if you are sending through your provider. Otherwise, your autoresponders can take care of that for you. Now, option number two, second to last, is social media. Now, a lot of things can fall under social media, but in general, it's wherever you are that you're social. Blogs, I wouldn't necessarily say that you're social on blogs, but you can integrate your social media inside of there, right? YouTube is. I wouldn't necessarily call it social media, but there are ways to be social on there, such as comments, sending direct messages to people on there. And Dyson, you want down? Okay, here's Dyson. Hi, Dyson. He wants down. Okay, goodbye, babe. There you go. Okay, so like I said, social media, mostly Book of Faces, Pinterest, Instagram, et cetera, mostly where you are most social. And then finally, option number one, and in my opinion, as well as Mike Yan's opinion, is, can you guess? From the three new rules of marketing, start with mobile, go omnichannel, and focus on chat. I would say the number one thing in all types of digital marketing is focus on chat. Can I help you, dude? Um, is focus on chat. So option number one, chat marketing. I don't know what's going on right now. My dog is. What do you want, bud? Pardon me a moment. He's gonna keep bugging me until I let him out. So, chat marketing. If you chat marketing can be a lot of different things, but it's basically, you are talking to people. What a shock, right? Talking to people. Remember, business is all about relationships, and you build those relationships when you focus on chat, right? So, chat marketing, it could be a chatbot like MiniChat for Book of Faces and WhatsApp. It could be direct messages or private messages on any social media platform that provides it. It could even be texting on your phone. I would not consider email chat marketing simply because while you can chat over email, chat is usually indicative of quicker responses, right? Quicker turnaround times. And email, at least from my own perspective and from many people that I know personally, it's usually a little bit of a slower platform because we are just inundated so much with email already. So chat marketing is, in my opinion, and Mike Yen's number one. So three new rules of marketing: start with mobile, go omnichannel, and focus on chat. So, as we have just been discussing, these are the 7 types of digital marketing: paid marketing, leveraging OPT or other people's time, podcasts, long term content marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, and chat marketing, right? That's a lot of stuff. But I asked earlier, if there was something that you should never do, and I'm not looking at any of the responses down below just yet, but did you hear it? Did you hear me say what you should never do with your marketing? This is actually a very trick question. And the thing is that you really should do all of them, right? We talked about, if you're not marketing everywhere, it could be hard for people to find you. But as I said earlier, and as you probably understand, time is limited. You can't necessarily do all of them all at once. There is a learning curve and things like that, but you have to build up your marketing plan to eventually be able to include all the things that are actually relevant to your business. Now, why specify relevant to your business instead of just everything? It's very possible that podcasts are not relevant to your business. Could it help? Maybe, but is that a valuable investment in your time, right? So eventually you should build up to everything if you possibly can. But again, you want to focus on what's most relevant to your business. Now, as I said, I personally believe, actually, I probably didn't say, I personally believe that there are 3 essential types of marketing. Number 3 is email marketing. Are you kidding, bud? I am not intentionally trying to leave you to dry because I'm not actually going to leave you to dry. Dude, thanks. Yeah. Hi. Go lay down. All right, I'm so glad. This little guy is so cute. All right, so three essential types. Number three is email marketing. Number two, in my opinion, is long-term content marketing. Email marketing, I say, is number three, simply because this is what happens if your account shuts down on all the social media platforms. Your email marketing is the only thing that you have that you can still market to. Number two, long-term content marketing. Again, what if one thing shuts down? If you have, other things that are happening that you've put up a blog and that content is still there, that's still there. That is still your blog until you no longer pay for the website, right? So long-term content marketing. And then of course, number one is chat marketing. My opinion, would love to know if you disagree or if you agree, right? So you might be wondering, do I really have to be everywhere? What if I don't have the time? What if I don't have do I really have to do it all right now? And I get it. It takes time to learn, it takes time to create, and it takes money to either pay someone else to do it or for you to invest potentially, right? You can learn so much online, but your learning curve is, if you want to shorten your learning curve, you find someone to help pinpoint what it is you want to do and what's the best course to get there, right? So you might be wondering all these questions, but you really should ask yourself, what is best for who you want to serve, right? Where are they? And if you're convinced that you need to go multi-channel to be successful, but you don't really know which social media platform to focus on, this is where I'm really excited, is because I am starting my very first workshop. And in this workshop, it's going to be 2 hours long. We're going to determine which platform to focus on, tools to create a successful digital marketing plan for your specific business, tech tricks to make this content creation very easy, very simple, and how to have solid branding across your digital real estate. So if sounds like something that you might be interested in, or you know someone, you've got a friend who might also benefit from this, then again, once you put 7 down below, or if you're watching this on the recording somewhere, there might be a link. Once you do that action, and my bot will send out information to you about all the things that I've talked about, it will also share with you how to get information on that workshop. Now, what are all the things that you're going to get when you send 7 or click on that link? Invitation to join my group, access to today's slide deck, so all the things that you've been seeing today, how to access prior trainings, and how to get more information on my upcoming workshop. So I also might put in another goodie or two, like I've mentioned before, the podcast information and the Pinterest stuff, right? So again, just put number 7, or if you're watching this on a recording, click the link somewhere around this video. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Cassandra, aka the Prosperous Heart. My biggest passion is to empower people just like you to be able to create more prosperity in your life. Now, being limited on time and not really sure where to focus your marketing efforts can be rough, and recognizing the 7 types of digital marketing and which ones to focus on when you're starting out, or maybe even if you're reevaluating. This will greatly impact your ability to reach more people and generate new leads. So, I am usually live most Saturdays, but I am going to be making some changes in 2021 so that way I can um, be of more value to more. And so this might change, but again, most Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central. And so thank you again so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.